officials. Syracuse, Texas now, Texas Tech, and St. Joe's to follow. Third place game, title game tomorrow. Should be a great 2 days at Bar.
That's the matchup. And does that take his legs away offensively for what he needs to do for the Orangemen?
Well, 6-4 start. And the Syracuse fans still standing, as many do, until the first field goal. Carlos deflects it. Freeman couldn't get to it. It's Jordan Pope down to Weaver. Top set for a couple of early baskets.
Got away with the pull and the hand, but you got to play through it and be strong with the ball for Chris Bell.
Really strong drive.
So another wing that can drive and attack downhill.
There's Jair Davis, Delaware transfer on the floor for the first time. Starling. Julian Larry, Indiana State transfer, down low. What is Syracuse not doing offensively?
Well, just because you're open doesn't mean that you have to shoot it.
Mark does. Valuable early minutes.
Just crashing the boards. I mean, Syracuse fans, I mean, you talk about having a guy that could be a rim protector.
On a stretch, had a foot injury, missed the last 18.
He still has a...
Jim Boeheim smiling somewhere up in central New York. Larry, Texas had a little bit of trouble penetrating the zone. They'll find Kaluma again, though. There's a great feed, and Onion.
First half, in the opening 10 minutes of the game, or from the three-point line, you got to figure out other ways to attack the rim.
Larry from Kaluma. Out for Mark. Good look three. Got it. Into Lampkin, got position, and an easy finish.
Learn to be a pro from a young age.
I agree that Moore gets it back from Lucas Taylor, Georgia State transfer. Lampkin against the freshman Jamie Vincent. Johnson comes to double, gets a hand on it. Lampkin's in trouble. The outlet is Davis, who will score it.
Good defense.
Pope, he might have shuffled too. And then Pope sticks.
It received a lot of flack because obviously they lost the game. But with Malawatch and company, I mean, two guys with DMPs who are top 25 recruits. John recruit on your roster when you start, and having to bring in a ton of transfers and reset your culture. He's done an exquisite job this far. And if you're running, you can still run your man-to-man offense against the zone. You just got to screen the high side of the zone.
Larry found himself 1 for 4. Freshman at 23.5 per game so far. Into Kaluma. Boy, that's pretty. Courage.
So you need to give the ball to Lampkin down low. He's calling for it. He has the size.
Freeman steps in. Transfer from UTEP was giving them some great performances early. The spin from Johnson into Lampkin and playing the 5 right now. Mark pushed all the way out to the half-court line by Freeman, who recovers. And then Pope strokes the jump.
Jay, it's constant. I feel like that's taking away a little bit of his legs on that offensive end.
Johnson's got it right now. One-on-one against Starling. Pro move. That's a freshman.
I'm sure Carmelo's watching saying, damn, that reminds me of me.
On the deck and getting to the rim. Despite shooting just 4 for 18 from 3 coming in.
Today, like if Chris Bell has a game where he's 6 of 10 from the three-point line, you feel like Syracuse is going to win. But if he has a game where he's 1 of 10, no way.
And he's had both. Kaluma leans in high off the window. He's in on the leak ahead. Here's J.J. Starling with the stuff. Half that has been owned by the Longhorns. Starling. Freeman catch and shoot. Hey, rattles it home for 3.
Kaluma talking to the guards around what the schemes are, staying in those schemes defensively, plugging the gaps, breaking down from the weak side. Just doing the little things you need to do.
Anybody else on the floor?
I mean, it just looks Shedrick just fighting to stay on top of it.
Carlos, nice take.
I've had him on the top side, pushed him out towards the other side of the court. Better removed by the big.
Weaver, move shooter.
Kendall Weaver looking right at Carmelo Anthony, giving him the 3 over the head.
There's Bell.
It's moving ahead. The older players understand how to execute when it matters the most down the stretch because of experience. And that is now what Kentucky basketball is.
Julian Larry off the bench. Kaluma, space to operate, steps inside, and scores. Their losses and a lot of close wins. Lampkin. All right.
But then drop back into gaps. More of a quarter-court defense.
Davis into Lampkin, got 3 and scored it. Never played, Jay.
It's a humbling experience, man.
Some zone out of the Texas timeout shown by the Orange. Kalumas, he's been the playmaker all day.
Good job by Chris Bell. Oh, Chris Bell was there.
Lampkin, great distributor, can try to operate here. Into the body of Shedrick. Lampkin, double team, inside. Starling. Starling pushing tempo. Bell, that's his spot. That's his shot. Foul was Kaluma's second. A lot of this without Freeman on the floor. Jair
walk him down again.
Shedrick hits the deck.
Call.
Yeah, Lampkin just floats it up.
Aren't setting screens. Good play.
Shedrick with a story that Orange fans are all too familiar with. Weaver. And he rolls it home. The half. Davis for Freeman at 15:58. Carlos for Taylor at 9:55. Starling's played the whole half. There to recover. Starling! And this game is back on top by 2. 5.5 to go. First of our doubleheader. Lampkin into Shedrick. Lampkin playing bully ball. Johnson has not hit a shot in the second half. He is still trying to operate for Texas, and finally have none since 9:55. And his team, down 16 at one point, is now been the starting five for a long time now for Texas. Pope all alone. Why not? Use one. Johnson against Starling. He's defended it really well in the second half, but
to be physical the whole game. And my big
Johnson. It effectively ends the game. 11-second shot, game clock, and there's a foul.
Maybe he thought his man was going to try to cut that corner, but you still could have got a three.
Corner either. Johnson 2 for 2. Urge of survival here. Starling charging into Weaver. Starling out of the game.
Oh, just be strong with the ball. He tries to throw a wraparound pass, and just the level of effort.
These Syracuse colors. 4 for 8 on the year, and he missed. He does.
By the way, he catch the ball one of the four corners. Trap, you got to get there.
It was a quick foul.
Ball over the last possession.
2 possessions.